Good morning, Scary Champion once again. Last year I did a couple of videos about automatic writing and put them up, and I thought I would do one that's maybe better. Now, for those of you who don't have any abilities as a psychic or a medium, or think you don't, because everybody does, it's just a matter of finding that medium that works for you. Little joke there. And with some people like me, I hear voices. Others see pictures. Some people are just drawn to things that they're supposed to be drawn to. They don't know why. That's a knowing. I thought I would do some automatic writing. I first saw this done in 1967 or 68 when a guy moved into town from Oklahoma, and I'd never met him. Didn't know him. And he said, "You want to see something unusual?" I said, "Yeah." And it just wrote right away. For me, it was a little tougher, but then I heard voices and he didn't hear voices. And a short time later, he moved away and never saw him again. It's a true story. He was there a week or two, and then he was gone. Can't even remember I remember his last name. I can't remember his first name. It's been a few years. Anyway, I find that just and a pencil doesn't really work well because what's happening is the spirit's actually making that ink pen move, and pencil is kind of rough. You can do it with the pencil, but it's not as good as an ink pen. The ball with the ink on it just rolls across, and the gel pens are really the best, as far as I know. Don't like felt tip markers or anything like that. Something with a fluid flow to it. That's why those gel pens feel so good. It's not a commercial for gel pens, but for this kind of stuff. Or, how I found those was I was selling a book once in Colorado, doing a book signing, and I brought some of those just to see what I'd never written with one, and I had to do 300 signatures, and I was giving little readings with each signature with the book, and it was the easiest, seemed to me. I don't have one, I don't believe. Anyway, you kind of let go. And let whatever's in your mind go. And that's the hardest part for most people. Most people have that chatter that goes around in their head all day long. And mindless, ceaseless, really dumb kind of chatter. Oh, I got to get that chicken for dinner, and it's got to mow the lawn. I got to tell someone downtown to do something, and car needs servicing, and that just goes around. It's mind trash. Doesn't have any purpose other than to ratchet you up and make you nervous all day. It doesn't have any purpose other than that. Your mind does that because I guess you tell it to. Otherwise, it wouldn't do it. It gets hung in a loop of stuff. You know, when you have a dream, I don't know why I'm going here, and your dream just loops all night long, just repeats and repeats and repeats. There's a reason for it. They're trying to tell you something, get up and write it down, and it'll go away. It'll stop looping if you actually get up and write down what it's about, what the dream is about. They're wanting you to remember it. That's why they're looping it over and over and over again. You wake up and say, "Man, I couldn't get that train out of my head." And the train has some significance. So wake up and write it down. All these things are communications from the other side. I just thought, here's one that works pretty well. I'm not sure I can hold it up and do it. So just relax your mind. And actually, ink pen's kind of moving around in my fingers like it's ready to go. So here goes. And I just finished a book. Let's take this for instance. I just finished a book that it took, I don't know, a year to write or something. Just published it the other day. Self-help book. And it's available somewhere on my website there. And I've had 2 or 3 days, and I don't have a new book to write. And I always need to be writing something or I go insane. So I'm going to ask the question, what should I be writing about? What's my next book? See what they say. I'm not sure I can. Wow. Not my area. And see, that's no way that's my handwriting. I can't read my own handwriting, and no one else can either. So like a cryptogram thing going there without doing it on purpose. Okay, kind of. What way about love? That's a long one. Excuse me. Been sneezing all morning. The spiritual love. Is there any other kind? Didn't say sex, it said love. What about love? And see, I'm hearing words, so I know what it's talking about. Okay. You see, I just got the yes. And the question I asked in my mind was, you mean a spiritual awakening? Haven't done a book like that. And they answered yes, which I did not hear in my head, but the hand wrote it. And that's odd. That's never, usually if I ask a question, I get a yes or no, or a sentence or a phrase or something. And this time they had the ink pen, so they just wrote yes. So it's some kind of spiritual awakening, like love. It's just that simple. There's no way that's my handwriting. You can drag out handwriting. And I'd like to blame my bad handwriting. You did for years on college where I took so many notes and my handwriting got worse and worse and worse. That's a lie. My handwriting was always terrible. It's terrible now. The only time it's really, really good is when someone from the other side writes. And it's really, for me, impossible for me to write that. But you can feel the ink pen moving along. You can feel it tugging along. You don't have to do much. Very strange. Anyway, anybody can do it. Give it a shot. And if you don't succeed the first time, don't get all upset. Just do a little bit every day. Take your yellow pad and your ink pen and sit down. And so the title of my book is going to be some kind of spiritual awakening, connected with love in some way. That's a good book title. I'll probably use that. And the reason I'm doing videos about this is that everybody can do it. Anybody can do it. If you can just relax your mind, they'll just take over and write with the ink pen. No, they're not going to take off your body and eat your face off or something, or turn you into a zombie. You know, that's weird. 16% of the people that live in this country believe that zombies are real. There's been so many zombie movies made that they believe that zombies are actually real. Ooh, zombies are going to get me. I've got to dig a trench out back in case the zombies come. No, only one spirit can occupy a body at the same time, and that's yours. So don't fear a takeover of a spirit that's helping you discover your path. I'm not sure I would have come up with that book title, but I'm going to start on it right now. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.